Hey, how you doing? I hope you're doing well because today we are going to be playing The Sims 4 and we're going to be building. So I thought I should give myself a little challenge and see if I could make a really cool build with just the base game Dine Out pack. So I was like, what is something I don't see in the gallery that I feel like people could use? And I was just like, you know what? There's no movie theaters. And I feel like that would be great to have for a date, for your Sims, or just for like any kind of event in general, Because like I know that lots of people have traditions where they go to the movie theater for certain holidays or certain events. And I feel like it would just add to the realism of the game and would be really fun challenge, This build is only base pack and dine out. So anyone with those two packs will be fine. So this build is modeled after my local movie theater that I went to as a kid. Almost every time I went to the movies, it was a theater that looked similar to this. There are certain things I couldn't replicate, like the neon lights inside, so I did my best to replicate that. And I found out that if you want like little signs like you see on the outside of movie theaters, just use a really small half wall and it works perfectly fine. And just use the dine out signage decals and it works just fine. It took a little finessing, but I figured it out. But anyway, going to the movie theater is a staple in my family. We always went to the movie theaters for just for fun, just to see the newest movies. Story time. I feel like I do story times all the time with my builds, but I feel like it's fun and I feel like it gives you some personalness to it. So there's this Regal Cinemas movie theater. This is the theater that inspired my build. And every summer they had a kids event where they would play old or newish cartoons or kids movies on the big screen, and you'd have to pay like $5 or like something along those lines. It was really cheap, and you'd get to go in and watch Jimmy Neutron or the Kim Possible movie, stuff like that. I don't know if movie theaters do that nowadays, but it was a really fun event they would do in the summer for kids, and my family would do it every year. It was such a fun memory. We did it until we got a movie theater closer to where we live, and now we don't really go to this particular theater that I'm building anymore because it's too far. It's too far away. So we just go to our local one now. But they have a $5 day, so it's not too bad. Yeah. I remember that this reminded me of the first time I saw the Jimmy Neutron movie. If you don't know what Jimmy Neutron is, it's a show that was on Nickelodeon. It was about a boy in middle school who was a genius, and it was all about all the hijinks and crazy things that he did or went through. And before the series came out, they had a movie, and I swear the movie is amazing. I don't care what anybody says about the animation. It was a really good movie and a perfect way to introduce you to Jimmy Neutron. So that's what got me hooked on Jimmy Neutron back in the day. I'm sorry, but this ages me so much. But I also saw the Rugrats movies, the Wild Thornberrys movie, oh my gosh, just talking about the Wild Thornberrys reminds me when I first saw the Wild Thornberrys and the Rugrats movie. It was called, oh my gosh, what was it called? It's called Rugrats Go Wild, and it was a crossover movie between the Wild Thornberrys and the Rugrats. Now, if you don't know what either of those are, you're probably too young, but the Rugrats was a show about talking babies and all the crazy stuff they do and stuff. And the Wild Thornberrys was about a girl who can talk animals, and her parents host a nature show. So yeah, those were two fun shows on Nickelodeon that had a really cool crossover. The first time I saw that movie in theater, I remember distinctly. It was in the summer, and they would hand out these scratch and sniff things where as you watch the movie, you can scratch the picture of what's happening in the movie and then sniff it. They literally had a picture for the smell of feet because one of the babies puts their feet in someone else's face or something. And I'll put pictures up if I can find them. Editing Cutie Bat here. So actually, it wasn't the movie theaters that were handing it out. We went to Burger King, and they had little toys for the movie, and it came with a scratch and sniff piece of paper. It said Burger King on it. Here are some pictures.
There's something wild out there. Look! The Burger King Wild Cherry Frozen Float. So cold, so good, so wild.
Wow! Do you ever feel like someone's watching you?
Floats sold separately. The Rugrats and Wild Thornberrys are at Burger King. Now in every Big Kids meal, you can get a wild toy and awesome Odorama card from Rugrats Go Wild the movie. Are you up for the adventure? You can collect 8 sets in all. Only at Burger King.
Back to your regular programming. But it was such a fun movie that it's the lesser of the Rugrats movies, but it's still a fun one nonetheless. I saw all of the Rugrats movies. My favorite Rugrats movie is Rugrats in Paris, definitely. I don't think they handed out any fun thing for Rugrats in Paris. I could be wrong, but it was still a really fun experience. They even did that for the summer event. They handed out the scratch and sniff papers, and I for some reason I remember the candy I picked that day too, because I was really excited because I don't usually pick it, and I wanted it so badly. It was like a new flavor of baby bottle pop, and it had like little candied ball, like a ball candy balls, the powder that you usually get, and like some kind of crystals or something. It was like a special Rugrats thing, I think. And then I got my usual Hi-C fruit punch, and it was like the ultimate sugar fest. Tiny me was off the walls. And yeah, it was such fun memories. Yeah, I saw the Jimmy Neutron movie here. I saw all the Rugrats movies, and I saw a bunch of movies that age me. The Kim Possible movie, WALL-E. WALL-E isn't that old, but I still wanted to mention it though. Yeah, tell me in the comments down below any fun memories of the movie theater that you have. I'm sure most of us have them. I know the movie theater isn't for everybody, but I'm sure we all have one that's fun when we were a kid, right? So let me know down below. I want to start a conversation about it, because I feel like the movie theater is such a subject of nostalgia that, like, ever since movies have started to be a thing, it's kind of everyone remembers it fondly at one point in their life, and you know, it's a fun thing. Movie theaters are awesome. Pro tip, in the movie theater, if you can, go in the middle of the week during the middle of the day. Now, do this if you don't have like a 9 to 5 Monday through Friday thing. If you have a Monday through Friday thing, go on Friday or Saturday, but do it like later at night, like late at night. Less people will be in there. I know, like, other people is probably the worst part of the experience in the movie theater. I know it is for most people. My worst experience in the movie theater, I think, was when I was watching the Lego movie, and these kids were just absolutely screaming at the top of their lungs, and their mom was not doing anything. She was just sitting there, and I got fed up with it because I'm a teenager at this point, and I'm just like, excuse me, ma'am, could you maybe calm your kids down? I can't hear the movie. And she just gives me the dirtiest, most evil look, and I'm like, I'm sorry, but like, your kid's screaming and no one can hear the movie. And like, people behind me were like, yeah, could you maybe? And when I tell you she yelled so loud that like she had to be dragged out of the theater. Wait, I'm just like, what? Why get mad? Aren't you annoyed that your child is screaming in the theater? Like, the movie isn't gonna babysit your kid for you. I've heard a lot worse stories. I can't mention the worst one I've heard because YouTube would not be happy about that. But anyway, if you guys want to hear that, let me know down below. I will find a appropriate way to mention it. I think another fun memory I have, back to positive thoughts. Another fun memory I have of the movie theater, not this one in particular, another one that's even further from where we live. It was the first time I saw a Incredible Hulk movie. It was just called Hulk, and it was with Eric Bana. I forget what year it came out. I'll put it on the screen somewhere. And my family was so excited about it. We went to Walmart and we found some really cool Hulk shirts that we were matching, and it was a pretty cool thing. I think I still have the shirt somewhere, even though it doesn't fit me. It's just a fun memory. We all got a shirt, my mom, my dad, my brother, me, and we all picked our favorite candies, and we got to pick a soda. I distinctly remember I picked Mountain Dew Live Wire, the orange flavored kind, and then I got some Crunch. It's like a chocolate clusters kind of candy. And then I saw the movie. I was so excited, but like, oh my gosh, that movie was scary to little me. I was like, how old was I? I was pretty young. I feel like I was 10, 11, somewhere around there. And there was a scene where dogs turned into mutated monsters and they were attacking the Hulk, and it scared the living heck out of me. I didn't have any pets before, so this scared me to ever have a dog, because I was just like, they're gonna turn into monsters, because I was a kid. You know, kids, they're kind of stupid. But yeah, I believed so hard that dogs would turn into monsters or they'd be violent. And then one day my mom got a cute little dachshund or dachshund, and she turned out to be the calmest, cutest little thing, and she's still the calmest, cutest little thing, so that fear didn't last long. But yeah. Oh, and all the there was like parent fighting and domestic violence in that movie, so that was not a thing to watch with the kids, so that also scared me. So I was kind of a scaredy cat back then. So gosh, I feel so old talking about all these old movies that some of you probably won't even know what I'm talking about. Won't even know what I'm talking about. I have a lot of really fun memories of the movie theater, you know. My favorite one that's recent, kind of recent. So I was going to watch Deadpool. Deadpool was my first rated R movie that I paid for and got to see by myself without a parent with me, and I was so excited. And when I went in, I sat down with my popcorn and my soda, and there was no sound for like a fourth of the movie. And people were yelling and screaming, hey, there's no sound, hey. And then someone finally got up and went to the front desk and said, hey, there's no sound, and then they just restarted the movie. I know there were like, at least it was someone who was brave enough to do it. I'm kind of shy, so I was in one of those upstairs kind of seats where I'm like in the middle, and I'd have to go through a bunch of people just to get out, so I wasn't about to do it. I was just like, someone will go out and talk to them. Come to find out, movie theaters aren't run by film anymore. They just put it on a computer type thing and press a button. So I was just like, there wasn't anybody monitoring the film or anything. Apparently no one gets film anymore. It's just digital. Oh, that makes me feel, that definitely makes me feel old. I think, when did they stop using film? My question. Because I feel like when was the transition? Would we been able to tell? Did they stop in the 90s? Did they stop in the 2000s? When? I was around then. Like, why didn't I notice? I don't know. If you work in the movie theater industry, please comment down below and let me know how it works, because I have no idea. I really don't know how it works. Yeah, I think my favorite kind of movie theaters are Regal Cinemas and AMC. Those are the two best ones that I've come across. Let me know down below which company you like best. Like, do you prefer drive-ins? Do you prefer some third party or something? Let me know. I know I'm asking a lot of questions, but I'm curious. All right, we're done with this build. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and click like and subscribe, and hit that bell down below so you get notified when I upload. I'm going to be trying to upload every week now. I've been pretty busy, so I am doing my best. Be patient with me. But yeah, I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.